Hey everybody, good day, top of the morning, all that good stuff. Man, I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm about to do a review on a laptop, and that laptop is the Galaxy Book 2 Pro. Now, let me give you a little bit of history about my dealing with computers. I got my first computer in 1999. It was a Gateway, and you know, I didn't know much about computers, so it was sufficient. It did what it did. It actually got me interested into producing music and videos. Well, some things happened in my life, and I didn't get my next computer until like 2009, and that was a Toshiba. And early on, I learned, like after a year, two went past with the computer, that it wasn't functioning as properly as it was at first. So I developed a system. I would every 2 years, no matter what, I would sell a computer, laptop, and get another one. So I end up buying a Samsung laptop, which I still have today. It was my first Samsung laptop, and that computer surprised me. It was still operating at a nice speed and things of that nature. It came with 750 gigs of hard drive, and I was very happy with that computer. But eventually, one of the downsides about it is it had an older operating system. I think on the Windows Vista and the Vista and the Windows that came after that, they were out, but it still had Windows 7. No, only Vista was out. So it had a Windows 7. Eventually, the Windows 7, they discontinued it. So 2020, I had some extra money, and I got a little bit deeper into doing music and video editing and things of that nature. So I bought three computers, two laptops, and one desktop. The desktop was an all-in-one HP. Laptop was a touchscreen HP, and the other one was a Samsung Notebook 9. Needless to say, out of those three, the Notebook 9 was by far more superior in speed and just overall performance. When I first got um, the older one and the other laptop, I got both of those HPs. I read about them, had heard some good reviews about them, and I got them because they still had the OptiLens. That's the optic drive, and that's so you could put the DVDs and CDs in it and things of that nature. Well, a little bit of time went by. I mean, not even a whole year. Them jokes started acting crazy, and I was so blown. I was ready to sell them jokes within 6 months, all both of them, you know. And what ended up happening, I was watching some videos, and and they were sort of talking about memory. The memory, helps to start up this. And so, long story short, most companies, they give you the bare minimum memory, and that is, so if you do know about computers, you're going to upgrade and buy it better. But I didn't know, but now I do. So eventually I went out and got some memory for both of the all-in-one and the laptop. I watched the video, I put it in myself, and everything was fine. But a little while later on, both of them started acting crazy. With the laptop, never really, performed to my liking. And I had put the most memory in that one. I think it went from like 8 gigs to 24 gigs. I put a 16 and a 8 in there. And HP just not my uh, computer company preference. So I went out and got this Samsung Galaxy Book 2 Pro. Nothing but the truth. Straight out the box. You know, First of all, it was i7, got nice the Intel, the SSD drive. That's another thing. If you get a computer these days, you don't want no regular hard drive. They mechanical. They can be demagnetized, and the SSD drive, solid state drive, make your computer run much smoother and faster. So this computer, I just got it yesterday. So pleased with it, and one of the most um, things that caught my attention was the camera that came with it on the computer. Previously, these cameras on these laptops and desktops that I have experienced, straight trash. They were saying they were 720p's, but they was garbage. Uh, Most people was going out getting external cameras. I had got the cameras, and only thing about those cameras is that they come with some high possibilities. 4K, but the computer, if it's not up to par, it can't run it. It'll come on, and you might do like this, and then your hand will move like a 2 seconds later or something. So that was a blow. You can adjust it and bring down the resolution of it and get it where as though that your mouth won't be out of sync with your words and so forth and so on. But this camera on this Galaxy Book 2 Pro is nothing but the truth. And that's one of the things that I'm very, very happy about. So on that alone, I would recommend this computer. Thus far, even though I only had it for a day, I'm really computer you know intelligent or wise, or I know a little this and this about computers because I've been dealing with them, and this computer is fast. The 512 gigs of hard drive is really not enough for me. I was going to get a 2 terabytes off the top, but I do got some external drives. But I've decided not to because I have a um, notebook 9, Galaxy Book 9, straight number fire. It's just small. It's a 13-inch screen. Whereas this one I got now is the 15-inch screen. And I'm getting a little older. My eyes not as good, and the smallness of it. It's good and it's convenient. It's fast, and it's way better than both of those HPs. I would never recommend HP. I almost deceived myself. I was reading about these HP all-in-ones and the touchscreen, and they done put the i7 processor, and then they also got some coming out with 32 and 64 gigs of memory. And I was like, man, these don't, they got the components that they need to do what they do. I said, you know what, I'm going to back what I know. And I went back to Samsung. And I'm very happy, very pleased. I highly recommend this Galaxy Book 2 Pro. And some people I say, what about Apple? I'm just not a Apple product person. I had an Apple before, not a computer, but one of the devices, and it was excellent. And I shaved away from it because of Apple and their insistence that you only can use their add-ons and things of that nature. They didn't have any way that you can have external memory, and that is a must. That's a must as far as the SSD drive and the USB at that particular time. I think that they have modified their devices with so that they can do those things now. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my preview on this Galaxy Book 2 Pro. Hey, you will not be disappointed. Again, just for the record, do not buy HP. I highly do not recommend that particular book. The Toshiba, they was alright for a minute, but you'll run into the same things a little bit later on in having it than as the earliest dysfunction of an HP. I did read a review And the guy said that he upgraded the HP he had in the closet and stuff because it was, it was disgusting. And he put the extra memory and things and stuff in there, and he said that it ran much, much better than when he first purchased it. So if you get an HP, if you got like 8 gigs of memory in there, you headed for disaster and trouble. Upgrade it as much as you possibly can. You might have to spend a couple of $100, whatever be worth it, for the performance of your computer or laptop. Thanks for tuning in to my review. Comments, likes, dislikes. Have a blessed day on purpose.